She's the one person who'll never forget your birthday. Here's Marilu Henner.
Okay, well, you were like a little shocked that the little disco music came out.
I see you said disco. I come from the same era.
Of
if
course.
I say that around my daughters,
they're like, Dad, it's Daft Punk or it's this or something.
Exactly.
I know. Our kids are practically the same age because I have a 19 and a 21-year-old.
Okay,
Your daughter's what, like
16 years old, yeah.
Yeah, and a junior, you said. Wow.
She's a junior.
Wow.
Happened overnight.
Oh, crazy. Okay, well, we are talking to a man that you would probably recognize not only from True Blood, but also Spider-Man 3, Hancock, Mars Attacks, Evan Almighty. You may have even seen him on True Detective, and now he's going to be in the upcoming civil rights film Jericho. He's also an accomplished theater director, has not one, but 2 plays currently running in Los Angeles, Fences and Lombardi. Please give a warm Marilu Henner Show welcome to Gregg T. Daniels.
Boy, when you read that list of credits, it makes me sound tired. I'm getting tired.
No, it sounds like you only got a few minutes to give us because you're so busy.
No, it's a pleasure to be here.
No, it's great. It's great. And your name is also very similar to a producer,
yes.
Gregg Daniels.
Gregg Daniels, producer and wonderful writer. And,
father of my son Joey's friend Haley.
Yes.
So, you sometimes
tell him to stop stealing my thunder, man.
Okay.
It's like, come on. They come looking for me and they, come on.
He's a producer. You're a director. You're an actor. You're multi-talented.
He's a very creative and a wonderfully imaginative person.
No, he is. He's a great guy.
Kudos to him.
He's great. All right. So you seamlessly go back and forth between theater, film, television.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite?
I've learned to appreciate them all. It's just, I learned to appreciate them all. I was trained in theater way back when, NYU, School of the Arts, way back when. So I think the thing about theater, it keeps me honest. Because every night there's a different audience, and so there's sort of a litmus test of, okay, am I doing honest work here? Am I doing work with integrity? And not that I don't do it on television and film, as you know.
Yeah, but it's somebody else's choice what ends up on.
Exactly. Theater is the actor's medium as opposed to film and television.
Absolutely. I do a thing on this show called Backstage Pass where I kind of peel back the curtain of show business and tell something that happens kind of behind the scenes. And I think people don't realize that when you're doing a film, you could do 20 takes of the same scene, and you could have done your best work on take 7, but because the light was perfect on,
it's out on the floor.
It's out on the floor.
Exactly.
So many things.
But when that curtain goes up in the theater, it's you. It's you. And what the director or the designer say, it is you with that audience, the alchemy that happens between the audience.
And they become like another whole character.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I always tell my actors that the last element to add for our rehearsal process or in doing a show is the audience.
Right.
I mean, you can hear the quality of their listening. You can tell performances change night to night based on the kind of energy and the kind of vibe you're getting from the audience. And
what's happening in the news that day. What might have happened in the world that might have colored people's psyche, maybe something great, maybe something not so great. So that's truly
in the moment because nothing will be repeated the same way tomorrow night, depending on what happens. Stock market crashed today. Okay, what does it mean for one of our actors or someone in the audience?
They're selling fewer drinks in the lobby. That's right.
Oh, after intermission, baby. So it's so immediate and it's so visceral that I really love to go back and check in with theater because that keeps me honest as an artist, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I get a chance to work with some great material and actors and designers. It's so collaborative.
I know. What do you think about what's going on here in Los Angeles theater for these under 99 seat theaters?
It's rough. It's rough.
Tough.
Our union equity.
So everybody knows there's now an initiative that has passed for equity theater in Los Angeles. They now have to pay equity salaries if somebody is an actor and in the union. And most actors have been doing these smaller productions, working in these smaller theaters, because we just, it's not like we can go and paint in a studio or create a dress on a form or cook someplace, and we have to be in front of an audience. So a lot of times actors and other people who are in these unions, they want to be able to go to this little laboratory, which is an under 99 seat
for a limited period of time. And if they do get a job that's more remunerative, they can leave. I mean, equity waivers service actors just in the way you're saying.
Absolutely.
A chance to test yourself, a proving ground, work with them kind of material. But now theaters are going to be able to run like that, and that could change the face of theater.
It's going to close a lot of theaters.
Well, unfortunately, yes. Some will stay, some will be okay, but a lot of small theater companies are going to close. And they're battling with it because they actually took a referendum. I'm sure you heard.
Yes, I heard.
Advisory referendum, if you weren't involved in it, with that said, okay, so what LA actors, what do you want? What do you want us to do? And we all voted, well, let's change the code, but not the way you're saying.
Right.
Okay, thanks. Forget about what you guys are saying. We're going to do this anyway.
We're going to do it anyway. And here's the thing. There are a lot of young actors or new actors who come in who get to work with people like you, and they feel like, oh, I've learned something. You know, my craft.
Please from the theater.
No,
never again.
No.
I know what you're saying.
And so, you know, they get an opportunity to do that, and you get an opportunity to work with them. And now that's not going to happen.
It works on many levels in terms of experience, in terms of exposure, in terms of getting the writers and directors and designers. But, you know, it's still a year yet before it's supposed to go into effect, and they're still talking. Let's say they're still talking. We haven't begun the lawsuit phase yet, but it's pretty tempestuous going on right now.
Absolutely.
Very, very scary right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of tempestuous and not having much time, you have not one but two productions.
Yes.
Okay, so, and very different plays. One of them is Fences, the August Wilson play.
Pulitzer Prize-winning play from 1987. This is the 30th anniversary of the first production of the play that we're doing in International City Theater in Long Beach.
Wow. Great. And it's now through September 13th.
Yes.
So, yes. So now, was this material that you said, I have to do this, or did they approach you about
They approached me with it. Karen decides the artistic director, and we've been talking about working together for a while. And the last time she brought me a play, I was doing True Blood, so I couldn't take it. And then she brought Fences. Fences meant so much to me when I was a younger actor, and I saw James Earl Jones on Broadway, for which he won the Tony Award, by the way. And here's this new voice, August Wilson, who went on to win 2 Pulitzers, of course, and write 10 plays. And I was like, it influenced me so much when I was a younger actor, seeing that I can do that. I can do that. The language, the world of that play. So to come back and be able to do it 30 years later as a director, I had to.
Did you want to be in it, though? Did you wish that you had done it earlier?
Not this one. I've been in one before. But this one I definitely wanted to. You know, as I got older, I realized how much I love directing, and that and before I was kind of scared, like, they're going to think he's a theater actor, is he a director?
Right. They're going to go, wait. Gregg T. Daniels is, Daniel is directing. I think we meant the other one, or something.
No, absolutely. I mean, Hollywood has short memories, and it's like, well, he's an actor, so he doesn't want to be a director. He's a director. So, but finally, I reached the point where the career was going pretty well. I mean, it is what it is, and I said, let's embrace this directing thing. So, no, I'm much happier right now being able to direct this production.
What kind of actor were you with directors? Were you the kind that asks questions?
Yeah.
Yes. And so
Germane questions.
So now when you get an actor to come and you think, oh my gosh, this is me on the set, I apologize to all the directors. I mean, is there some, do you feel like you're understanding about so much more about yourself as an actor?
Absolutely.
Directing.
And when you work in film and television, I realize the time factor. So I mean, I will curtail questions in terms of go shorthand. But when I work in theater, I know every actor works differently. As you know, every actor works differently.
Totally.
So you have to become father confessor and psychiatrist and psychologist and all these.
Some people give us other people a hard time.
Some reach choices like that, and then you have to okay, slow down. We have 3 weeks, and some like, are they ever going to get there? My God, we're going to go into tech soon. Right. And then suddenly they'll blossom. And suddenly, bam, first preview, they're there. So you really have to learn to trust as a director.
Right.
You have to learn to trust that you cast it well, and that if you just find whatever mechanism that actor needs to realize their performance. And so it keeps me on my toes.
Right. Yeah, but you're a parent, too, so that's no, I think
you are so right.
Oh, it helps you. It really helps you.
Absolutely.
When you understand the psychology or the pathology of raising a child, you can be a good director.
You have to be patient.
You have to be patient.
Patience, yeah.
You have to be patient. All right, more with Gregg T. Daniel, actor, director. We're going to talk about Lombardi and then, of course, True Blood and everything else you're involved with, True Detective. You are listening to The Marilu Henner Show, and I'm Marilu.
When you came in, the air went out.
Okay, of course, that is the theme music to True Blood. Everybody's like grooving on it here in the room, and they're like,
I love that soundtrack.
Oh, yeah, it's really special. Man. It's great. We had Charlene Harris on. She and I are doing a series of Hallmark movies.
Oh, great.
Working with her series, the Aurora Teagarden series. And she's a character.
She is a character.
Oh, my gosh, she's such a character.
I had some of the greatest people to work with while I was on True Blood. I mean, for 4 seasons. I was there for 4 seasons, and boy, I just enjoyed people. Actually, what happened, because we had such a large ensemble cast, there are people I wouldn't see for like a year or two.
Oh.
I'd see them at the table read, but then I wouldn't be working with them because their storyline had nothing to do with me. But what a talented bunch of people!
Oh my gosh, and so original. I mean,
Anna
just the whole
and Bill
thing.
And just terrific.
Were you there when they all fell in love?
Oh, yeah.
Was it obvious? You know how it's like becomes
No.
No?
No, they were very cool about it. No, I was there, but no, I wouldn't know. No. Who?
Are you?
Henner Bill? You kidding?
That's funny.
Yeah.
And now, speaking of falling in love, you're married to a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
Yes, fantastic.
Marilyn Jones Daniel. Yeah.
Marilyn Jones Daniel, when she uses the last
when
name.
when she cares to.
And so, did you guys? Were you directing her, or were you playing?
No,
opposite her?
I have directed her, but when I first met her, there was this talk. There's a very small world of African-American actors in New York, believe it or not. And I kept hearing her name, and she kept hearing my name, but I had never run into her, never met her. We were of the theater. Finally, we got out here, Los Angeles, and I met her. And I thought, oh, you're the Marilyn Jones they keep telling. Oh, you're the Gregg Daniel. And it was like, okay, see you, nice.
That's it?
That's it.
No
That's it.
chemistry right away?
No
love at first sight?
She hates when I tell those stories. She said, what are you talking about? Because my wife is from the Caribbean. I mean, she was born in the Caribbean, so there's this kind of, she has this air about her, which is kind of, I want to be fair, but maybe because they were under British rule, she's kind of imperious.
Oh, I see.
She sits in a place where she's very together and she's very, but the vibe is different from,
right.
an American.
New Yorker, Chicago's people.
So I thought, oh, okay, she's all that. Okay, fine. She thinks she's all that. Fine.
No, you were thinking she's out of my league.
Yeah,
that's what you were.
Bottom line, no, this is not her work. And I ran into her in more events, and I said, she's really cute.
Aw.
She is. And so I asked her out one day, and we just wound up spending the entire day together.
Oh, and that was 20 years ago, right?
26, actually. We've been married for 20, but together for 26.
Wow.
Yes. We were living in sin for like 6 years. And then we got married.
I won't tell your mother.
Thank you.
Okay.
But so I have directed her. She's a wonderful actress. I think we made a pact when our daughter was born not to work together because we wanted to have one available parent without ours.
True.
But a year ago, we did a play together in North Hollywood. They did very well. It was called The Wedding Band. It was a revival. And our daughter's 16 now, so we figured she could hang.
Listen, and also you don't feel empty nest when they go to college. You feel it when they drive. So she probably was driving.
Approaching that. I can't believe you're saying that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well,
independence. Like, when is she coming home? Honey, when is she going to be home?
Yeah.
Could you hire her father for a second, please?
Yeah, they're like, the keys, bye.
I know it's a rite of passage. And
I know it is. You got to let them.
I love working with her. Now that our daughter is growing up and she'll be in college soon, I think we'll work together more. Hopefully, there are more opportunities for us to work together.
Yeah, and it's always great to have empty nest if the person that you're with, that you like that person. You know, a lot of marriages break up when there's empty nest because they go look at each other.
And I can see why now. I didn't at one point, but now I see why. You got to have something in common. You got to have a common vocabulary. Yeah. And because also we love acting and the theater. Yes. And she respects me as an artist. I respect her. So now we find material we want to do together. So that's, hopefully our marriage will stay together for a while longer.
It definitely will. All right, Lombardi. You just directed that as well.
Famous football coach and legendary coach Vince Lombardi, Super Bowls named after, won the first 2 Super Bowls, turned the face of football around when he took over the Green Bay Packers.
And I mean, this was on Broadway a few years ago. Won a bunch of Tony Awards.
Yes, and Judith Light.
Friend of mine.
There you go. It's a beautiful, beautiful play about Vince Lombardi, and so we're doing the West Coast premiere. It was done on Broadway, but never done out here. So we're doing the West Coast LA premiere of Lombardi. It's been running for a few weeks now. Just a pleasure. It was Group Repertory Theater in Burbank. But if you want to say, I want to say that you don't have to be a football fan. It's really more the makeup of a marriage.
Yeah, that's right. Segued right into that Lombardi story.
It's not just football fans. You don't have to know every player, what a cornerback is, or what. No. Just
my kid was in football. I still don't know all the things, so it doesn't matter.
It's really a portrait of a marriage. I mean, Mary Lombardi was a remarkable woman and kept Vince and the family together.
Who's playing Mary Lombardi in your production?
A wonderful actress named Julia Silverman, who was a member of Group Repertory Theater. Fantastic actress. So it's really watching how the accommodations you make for a marriage, how greatness is just not defined in one person. It's really defined throughout the whole family. Sure. It's really about, it should be called Vince and Marie Lombardi. And I think you'll get a kick out of it. And we're running for a few more weeks. Please come out and see it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And you can find all kinds of information up at marilushow.com, how to get tickets and everything else, reviews, all of it, because I know it got great reviews. All right, so now you're directing a lot of theater. Have you directed film yet?
I directed a short film not too long ago that did well. I did the circuit, and now I'm waiting to write a story now. So the first one was I was pulled in on as director. But, it's like something about writing
different. Yeah, but it's different, but it's, because it's not just the big picture. It's like so many other things. It's almost mathy, because you have to have those right camera angles and everything
Which
else.
I enjoyed, which I totally enjoyed. At this point, I really enjoyed it. The thing about directing, I don't mind giving up not being in front of the camera or being on the stage. I am good with that.
You get to be the bossy person. So the bossy actor who's questioning everything the director does.
I am so over when I act, but when I direct, so I have no problem with giving that over. But you're right. I love working with cinematographers and with the various departments and telling the story. So I want to write something now and then shoot it.
Oh, that's so cool. No, it's great. So now you're also in a film called Jericho.
Yes, there's a civil rights film, era-based film called Jericho, a husband and wife team. We shot it in Dallas. The thing about it, it's a comedy as well. So how do you treat civil rights as the comedic? That's what drew me to in the first place when my agent sent me the script. But it's a comedy. Ooh. And then I read it through and went, wow, this is great.
So how do they handle it?
We know. It's like, comedy is a great way to teach people things.
Sure.
We forget, when you think of The Great Dictator with Charlie Chaplin, even the Seth Meyers one that just was out with the one with North Korea that everybody went crazy about.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to send a message or teach people something about how odious or ridiculous a regime or a person is or a system, you use comedy. And they use comedy in the civil rights movement. They don't try and rewrite it. We're not trying to apologize for it or be revisionistic about it. But it has a lot of comedy in a small southern Jim Crow town, how the whites and blacks denizens got along and what they did. And it is out. And Irma P. Hall, who must be in her 80s, she plays my mom in the film, whom I've always adored. That's one of the reasons I took the film to Irma P. Hall. So, yeah, it's a twist with it. You'll get your civil rights, but you'll also get this wonderful stuff of a laugh.
Now, you grew up in Brooklyn,
yes,
so did you? Yeah, so did you? So you wanted to be an actor at a young age?
I knew at a young age I wanted to be an actor. There was something about. You know what pulled me into acting? It was a language, actually. Because my father was from a Caribbean island, and he was educated under the British system.
Right.
We always had the complete works of Shakespeare around.
Right.
And this precocious kid would start reading and had no idea what it meant. Had no idea what I didn't.
Still don't. I mean, most of us still don't.
What? Pentameron? I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But there was something about the language, just the beauty and the power of the language. Then when I finally saw a production with trained actors doing classical text, I'm like, wow, I've got to do that. So that was my entree into acting, was really loving language, hearing language, speaking language.
Did you ever do Shakespeare?
Oh, tons of it.
So is there a favorite part?
I did Shylock once in The Merchant of Venice, which is really good.
Cool.
I did Shylock once, which I have to. And it's funny because in that play, everyone thinks of Shylock. Shylock has 5 scenes in the entire play, just 5. But the power of that character and that writing. So that was a real gas for me to do Shylock. And I've gone on to do, two Children of Verona and Julius Caesar. And I've been a slew of them. I still do. Just 2 summers ago, I did Romeo and Juliet. So now I play the fathers. The thing for your ego, you're Tybalt, you're Mercutio, you're the young dashing guy. And then you get a call and they say, we want you to play Mercutio's dad. It's like, it's
time to direct.
Yeah. Oh, could I play that? Yeah, you could. You could. So now I'm in the Lear era.
I was just going to say, so are you looking forward to your Lear era?
Absolutely.
And what about Willie Loman? Because
I love to play
that's such a great part.
I'd love to play Willie Loman.
Yeah.
Those are the titans of American theater.
Of course.
Roles.
Of course. And so interpretive. As much as what's written seems like,
I mean, when Dustin Hoffman did it. I mean, everyone thinks it's going to be a big guy and whatnot.
Brian Dennehy did
exactly.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
And a classic is like that. A classic, you should be able to reinvent it with whatever circumstances or whoever. So I look forward to that.
Absolutely. You are so much fun. You might have more energy than I do. And that's the first guest I've ever said that to.
Thank you, Marilu. Thank you.
Don't forget, go see Fences. It's at the International City Theater in Long Beach at the Long Beach Performing Arts Center now through September 13th. And then Lombardi, based off of When Pride Still Mattered, A Life of Vince Lombardi.